Good evening, and I hope each one of you had an incredibly awesome day. And now you're ready to learn a lot. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I come 9 o'clock, I come live at 9 o'clock on Instagram, and I talk about various things that can make you awesome inside out. I am pretty passionate about doing this now more than ever. Since I've started doing this regularly, I've become more and more passionate about doing this. The reason being the feedback I get from so many of you, that so many myths have been dismissed, so many myths have changed and transformed into facts. You are learning a lot, you are powerfully able to take action, and you're able to make a most of this conversation. So what more would I want rather than feedback? And more than feedback, I would want you to take action, powerful action, and share the success stories with me. So I promise that everything I share on my Instagram live is going to be action oriented. There will be action steps at every conversation, because the whole idea of educating you is to empower you and empower you to take small action steps at home, taste the success, see the transformational result that you get with scientific care, and then go ahead and take more steps, and then probably go for sorry, the live video got disconnected, but never mind, we will share all over again. So jumping right into the topic of today, I do not want to take too much of your time. It is male pattern thinning. Today we are talking about hair loss in men, and I think it's a very important conversation to have, because every day there are so many men who reach out to me with an expectation that I could help them grow their hair, and unfortunately these men who reach out to me have so less hair. They have lost so much of hair. There are men in their late 30s and 40s who have lost so much hair that they reach out to me, and they reach out to me with the expectation that probably I can help them grow back their new hair. They ask me, doctor, can you give me a medicine? Can you give me an oil? Can you give me a serum that will help me grow back my hair? But when I look at their pictures, I know that they are too late. So with men and hair loss, you can be too late. Unless you take the right action at the right time. With male hair loss, what might happen is the follicles may get permanently destroyed, because of which you may never be able to grow back that hair again. And that is precisely the reason I thought I need to dedicate this half an hour to educating men. This is for the men who are listening to my Instagram, and obviously the women who will be listening to my Instagram or who are listening to my Instagram. I'm sure that we all have men in our life who we love. We all have fathers, husbands, sons, we all have friends, and we definitely have men, and many of these men need hair therapy, need proper scientific care of their hair, because it's pretty common that men start losing hair, and this lost hair results in hair thinning. By hair thinning, I mean you lose the hair and the lost hair doesn't grow back. So we definitely do not want that. Obviously, for a male or a female, hair is a part of our personality. We all get complimented for our hair. No man wants to lose his hair. No man by design or would want to get bald. I see a lot of men who share with me their pictures 10 and 20 years ago, and proudly say, can you believe me, ये मैं हूँ? Can you see how much of hair I had? देखो मैं hair में कितना different लगता था. I'm sure you all have friends like that. So losing hair irreversibly and not being able to grow it back is not a good feeling for anybody. So today I want to tell you sweetly but sternly that please do not take hair loss for granted. If you're a female, you still can try a lot of things, but if you're a male, I definitely want to tell you that you need to be really careful about hair loss, because all forms of hair loss are not the same. A male pattern thinning, a male who loses hair, if he does not act on time, there is a chance that he may have hair thinning, he may grow bald, and then we may have irreversible changes, and he may not have any other solution than going for a transplant. And transplant is definitely not the therapy of choice for any of us. Even those who have gone for transplant because they had no other choice. given a choice, nobody would like to go for a transplant. So today I'm going to tell you the difference between hair loss in men and hair loss in women, and how men need to approach their hair loss. In fact, I will start right now with a very good news. Just give me a minute. Yeah, sorry. I will start right now with a very good news, and the good news I want to share with you is it is easier to treat hair loss in men than it is to treat in women. Now, how amazing is that? If you guys who are listening to me think that this is amazing news, give me a thumbs up and let me know that you are excited hearing that it's not difficult to treat male hair loss at all. In fact, it could be difficult to treat a female hair loss. Now, before I tell you more about male hair loss, let me tell you why am I sharing this? Why am I saying that it's difficult to treat a female with hair loss, or rather it may be difficult to treat a female with hair loss, but treating a male with hair loss is a lot easier, because hair loss is multifactorial. Females have a lot of hormonal ups and downs. Females have monthly hormonal movements, ups and downs. Also, females as a tendency take a lot of stress. We see a lot of females with low hemoglobin, some or the other nutritional deficiency. Females have to undergo, menstrual cycles, pregnancies, lactations, and each of these things can influence the hair cycle. So when I have to treat a female with a hair loss, there are so many factors that I have to align, so many factors that I need to put into place. Also saying that females of today are undergoing so many salon treatments, so many chemical treatments like cysteine or keratin. They are blow drying their hair, they are using hot iron on the hair. So there are too many things today females are doing, because of which they are losing hair. And when I am treating a female with hair loss, I need to align so many things, and when all those things are aligned, that is when I am able to give that female incredible results. But when it comes to a man, generally male causes of hair loss are just two. These are the two commonest causes. Of course, there are exceptions to every rule. So when I see a male with hair loss, one of the reasons he may be losing hair is dandruff, which is pretty easy to treat. If you haven't found a solution for your dandruff, yes, I do have guaranteed solutions for dandruff. I have had several Instagram lives talking about healthy scalp and dandruff and seborrheic dermatitis. Also, my YouTube page is Shweta Iyengar, or Skin Sense. My clinic name is Skin Sense, so you can Google for Skin Sense on YouTube or look for Dr. Shweta Iyengar. I have a lot of YouTube videos where I have spoken about dandruff control. So if you are a guy and you have dandruff and you have hair loss, let me tell you, please do not take that dandruff casually. It is easy to treat dandruff. You just need to find the right shampoo to treat dandruff. In fact, I have made a video where I have explained how to use the dandruff shampoo, because overusing a product, using a product too much, washing your hair every day with a dandruff shampoo could also damage your hair. A lot of guys use styling products like gels. I know a lot of guys who like to use gels to style their hair. Now, this gel should not touch the scalp of your hair. Yes, you can apply it on the hair, that is not a problem at all, but make sure that you move it away from the scalp, because most of these gels contain alcohols and these can be very irritating. So I would request you to use the gel in a more disciplined manner. For the lack of a better word, I'll say disciplined manner, and make sure that you just take the appropriate amount of gel. If you're going to take too much gel, it will probably seep and it may go into your scalp, and if the gel touches your scalp with a lot of alcohol that it has, it will irritate your scalp, and irritation of the scalp can cause dandruff and hair loss. So we have dealt with the first common reason of hair loss in men. This is a conversation dedicated to men, because I think hair loss in men is an issue that is treated too casually. I have seen men treat hair loss with head massages and hair oils. So I want to tell you gently but firmly that that is not going to work for you. So hair loss in men follows a different bodily changes as compared to a hair loss with females. So please do not treat your hair loss the way the female members of the family treat your hair loss. Also, reminding you again, for those of you who've joined later and for those of you who've joined right in beginning, it is a good idea to remind something that please, stitch in time saves nine. This proverb couldn't be truer than when it comes to male hair loss, because if you just keep procrastinating, if you just keep postponing, if you just keep trying things without getting the results, because in a male hair loss, many times what happens is the regrowth cycle is majorly compromised. So there are two things we need to talk about. We need to talk about hair falling and hair regrowing. So if the hair is falling but the hair is also regrowing, then the cause of concern is very less. Like for instance, if I am eating a lot but I have a good metabolism, so I'm also able to burn fat, I have a very active lifestyle or routine, so I'm also able to burn fat, so my eating and my burning fat is balanced and my weight more or less remains the same, and there is no cause of concern. So if you have a hair loss, but if you have a healthy hair cycle, which means your hair grows back easily, then you do not see thinning. But in most cases of men, what happens is the hair loss is mild to moderate. Yes, men do not complain of too much of hair loss like a female complains. A female complains that every time she sweeps the house, there is hair all over the house. A female complains of hair in the kitchen, hair in the food. Everybody is complaining, how much hair are you losing finally? So a female has a complaint where she sees hair all around. But when it comes to a male, they do not see so much of hair loss. They say sometimes on the pillow, sometimes while washing their hair. Hair loss is not so much of a concern. Then what is the concern? The concern is, despite of losing mild to moderate hair, the hair is not growing back. And you can get the point here. It's really important that your hair starts growing back, because if your hair does not grow back, there is definitely going to be a deficit. The loss is more, the regrowth is less, and you are left with thinning of hair. Everybody is asking you, what is wrong with you? Why are you losing so much hair? You are losing hair. Are you even doing something about it? Your hairdresser is telling you, your friends are telling you, your mirror is telling you. And what do you do when this happens? Do you apply oil? Do you apply over-the-counter products? Do you apply serums? Do you ask the female members of the family some kind of home remedy for hair loss? Please don't. So I am not against any kind of home remedies at all. Though if you come to me, if you ask me, I would always prescribe a globally proven medicated therapy. And the reason I would do it is, that is what is my expertise. I have my education in globally proven medical therapies. I have 11 years of experience working with thousands of men and women and seeing the results of globally proven medical therapies. So if you ask me for a solution, my natural solution would be the right globally proven medical therapy for you. But if you prefer going for a home remedy, I absolutely support you. I absolutely feel that whatever you go for is perfectly fine as long as it works for you. There are many things that work in the world. So there is nothing superior or inferior as long as you know the diagnosis and you fit it right. So even if you're going for a home remedy for hair loss, you need to know the reason for your hair loss. And when it comes to men, it is going to be mostly one of the two reasons. One, which I said, is dandruff. Yes, you can try home remedies for dandruff, but try the specific home remedy for dandruff and make sure you eliminate your dandruff. And the second reason, which is a common reason and which is quite, today's topic is more about the second reason, because I want to tell you that please do not take the second reason for granted, which is hereditary or genetic hair loss. So many men have hereditary or genetic hair loss. Let us list down what is the presentation. How do I know, or how will you know that this guy has a hereditary or genetic hair loss? So what are the features of the hereditary or genetic hair loss? So feature number one is hair starts shedding around 18, 19, 20 years. That is when the hormones in the body become active, and when the hormones, the male hormones in the body become active, the testosterone metabolism begins, and this hereditary hormonal hair loss is because of some kind of an abnormality or some kind of an aberration in the testosterone metabolism, because of which men start losing hair. So if you suddenly start losing hair for no reason and you are around 20 years of age, you might have male pattern thinning, which will lead to male pattern baldness. In male pattern thinning or baldness, we typically see that the affected area is the crown area. So the crown area or the cap area is the area where I would wear a cap or I would wear a crown. So wherever the crown area is there, people start seeing that that is the area where they are seeing the volume of the hair reduce. So if you see behind, there is a healthy, the hair is healthy, the hair is just like before, but in the crown area, they are able to see that the volume of the hair is less. Also, they are able to see that the quality of the hair in the crown area is deteriorating. So you see two differences. One is the number of hair in the crown area and second is the quality of the hair. The quality of hair in the crown area becomes very frizzy. So we can see that people who have male pattern thinning, we can see that the hair in the crown area starts looking different. In fact, it starts looking unkept. They are not able to style the hair as easily as before. It gets less hydrated. It gets, each hair strand starts looking thinner and it starts curling in a not very healthy way, and they find it difficult to style the hair at the crown area. So these are the predominant features where you see mild to moderate loss of hair, but definitely visible change in the regrowth of hair, and also the quality of the hair in the crown area changes. Now why does this happen? This happens because this is a part of your genetics. So there is a genetic predisposition which is not a genetic disease. We all have a genetic predisposition. The way we say that a mother who had extremely oily skin, she is likely to have a daughter who also has oily skin. So there's nothing right or wrong about it. That is the way we are wired. That is the way our genes are wired. So if you have a genetic predisposition to hair loss, the first thing that might happen is it might start at that age. The second thing is, I told you the three features of hair loss, and you will distinctly see that you are losing hair and there is thinning, especially at the temple area. The male pattern hair loss starts receding at the temple area and then starts receding backward, and you may lose all your hair totally. You may see a bald patch and you do not want to do that. So coming back to the good news that I gave you, it's not at all difficult to treat. It just has to be treated right. There is a specific treatment for genetic hair thinning which is globally proven, which I am talking about the allopathic treatment that is popular now, because that is what I have experience with. So there is a particular treatment which involves certain tablets which are going to balance your DHT, which is the dihydrotestosterone, and there are certain vasodilators, or there are certain stimulants which you can apply to your scalp, and applying these stimulants to the scalp is going to make sure that the follicles do not die, the follicles regrow, and you are not left with a bald patch. So the earlier you start treatment for your male pattern thinning, the better results you are going to get. And if you do not start it on time, it is very likely that it may be too late, because medicine with all its advances cannot make dead alive. So you must remember this and not take anything for granted. Sometimes there is a lot of time available to you, and sometimes you just think you have the time. You do not have that kind of time. So if it matters to you, I would want to tell you that please act on time. If it doesn't matter to you, that's not a concern at all, because male pattern hair loss doesn't have any internal problems. So male pattern hair loss is definitely not a disease. It does not have any other problems. Hey Sumit, nice to see you. So it doesn't have any other problems, but yes, if it bothers you, it's a personality call that you need to take. If you do not want to go bald, I definitely want you to take the right action at the right time. Thank you, Sangeeta. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all your support. I hope there are a lot of questions. If you are a male and you are losing hair, I am sure you have a lot of questions. And yes, you can write to me. You can personal message me. I will answer all your questions. But for now, there is a clear takeaway message. One is act on time. You cannot take anything for granted. If it matters to you, you need to act on time. Do not get carried away by tall claims. There are specific treatments for male pattern thinning. Many of these treatments involve tablets, because there is some kind of an imbalance in the body. When that is set right, you get the best results. Of course, it is possible to treat without tablets also, but it gives better results with the tablets. So get a holistic understanding of what is possible and what is not possible, and then take an informed decision. So my request to you to gather information, because knowledge is power. Correct, curated knowledge is power. Take informed decisions, and with this informed decision, make the correct correct choices of your life. Do not waste time and money. Do not get frustrated and do not say nothing works for me. So take your time, ask your questions. Today it is very easy to do your research and ask your questions. Everything is available at the comfort of the fingertips. Just have the attitude to know what you want in life, what questions you need to ask, get your answers and take an informed decision. Thank you so much for all of you that who are watching this session, and I'll see you again on Tuesday. So Instagram live I go Tuesdays and Thursdays, and this Tuesday I am going to be talking about hair mesotherapy and PRP. You might have heard of it. These are the popular hair therapies. Since I get a lot of queries about hair, I do want to talk to you about hair mesotherapy, what to expect from hair mesotherapy, and also platelet rich plasma. Some of you might have heard of that wonderful therapy where blood is drawn out of your body and injected into your scalp, and some say it gives incredibly good results and some say, well, not so good results. So let's find the facts about hair mesotherapy and PRP, that is platelet rich plasma therapy, two therapies which are globally being used for regrowing your own hair. So if you want to know more, I will see you on Thursday. Look forward to see you Thursday 9 o'clock on Instagram. The handle is I Love Skin Sense. Hope you had an amazing day and I wish you a wonderful night.